Hello there, good evening. Warmly welcome to Tuesday's edition of Prime TV News. I'm Lahiru Aduge. Let's begin with our headlines tonight. The President emphasizes that grievances of ETI depositors should be addressed expeditiously. The Premier instructs to expedite developmental activities. 9 Indian fishermen arrested for illegal fishing. More bone fragments of Radgama businessman found. And in news overseas, North Korean leader arrives in Hanoi. Looking at our headline-making stories in more detail now, President Maithripala Sirisena has emphasized that depositors at the ETI should be given relief soonest. The President made the remark at the National Economic Council that gathered at the Presidential Office today. The Economic Council discussed on the chaos created with the Edirisinghe Trust Investment Financial Company. Several recommendations were presented by the National Economic Council to the President. The National Economic Council highlighted that there are some issues pertaining to transparency of the ETI in connection with some transactions, particularly bargaining in certain deals. The ETI has taken measures to sell out some assets of the organization to pay back its customers, and the Economic Council inquired about that matter as well. The Central Bank has announced that 20% of deposits of the ETI has been paid back and 10% will be paid soon. The National Economic Council also discussed about microfinance projects that have been a big burden to people in village areas with low income. Meanwhile, Sri Lanka's fiscal plan that was updated by the Ministry of Megapolis and Western Development was submitted to the President at the meeting. It is the first time the plan has been updated after year 2007. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has paid attention on expediting development activities that are being carried out countrywide. A discussion was held between the Prime Minister and the District Secretaries at Temple Trees in this regard. The discussion was focused on progress of the Gamperelia Development Initiative and several other projects. The Premier instructed the officials to expedite development programs. Ministers Vajira Abeyewardena and Sagala Ratnayaka, State Ministers Eran Wickramaratne and J.C. Alawatuwala were present at the meeting. More bone fragments belong to the 2 businessmen of Radgama who had been allegedly killed have been found from the Hevandeniya Forest Reserve in Valasmulla. The 2 businessmen were abducted from the Busa area in Radgama and had been allegedly killed. The bone fragments were inspected by Chief Magistrate of Valasmulla, Suranga Munasinghe. It has been revealed that the 2 victims had been assassinated by a group of officers attached to the Southern Province's Special Investigations Unit of Police on the 23rd of January. The vehicle which had been used to abduct the 2 businessmen has been seized by the police. The CID has taken measures to seal the armory of the Special Investigations Unit of the Southern Province. Meanwhile, relatives of Manjula Asela, one of the businessmen who are missing in this case, lodged a complaint at the Radgama police about a telephone call received by Manjula's father. The CID has recorded a statement from the relatives. In other news, 9 Indian fishermen who engaged in illegal fishing in Sri Lankan waters were apprehended by a fast gunboat attached to the Northern Naval Command during a patrol in the Northern Seas northwest of Delft Island. The 2 doves used by them have also been taken into naval custody. Accordingly, the Indian fishermen who were brought to SLNS Uttara after a basic medical test are due to be handed over to the Office of the Fisheries Inspector in Jaffna for onward legal action. Now, some news from the judiciary. The case filed against former Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa and 7 others will be taken up on the 29th of April. The former Defence Secretary and 7 other defendants are accused of earning an undue profit from Avantgarde Company as letting the floating armoury to operate. The defendants are alleged on causing 11.4 billion rupee loss to the government. The Court of Appeal has issued an interim order preventing the case being taken up before the Magistrates' Court. Meanwhile, the suspects of hit-and-run incident that caused severe injuries to traffic OIC of the Borala police station were granted bail after fulfilling bail conditions. 5 suspects, including parliamentarian Mahindananda Alutgamage's son, have been accused for the incident. The writ petition filed challenging Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe's membership of Parliament was fixed for support on the 21st of May. The preliminary objections can be filed on the same day before the Court of Appeal. Written submissions pertaining to preliminary objections need to be done on the 1st of April. Member of the Colombo Municipal Council, Shamila Gonawala, has filed the case. A case against State Minister Ranjan Ramanayake will be taken up before the Supreme Court on the 13th of next month. The case has been filed on the charge of contempt of court. Ranjan Ramanayake has been accused of contempt of court by making a statement over a private television channel recently. The petitioners say the State Minister has made the statement when the basic rights petition that had been filed before the Apex Court against President's measure to dissolve the Parliament. Ranjan Ramanayake has said that 3 out of 5 bench of judges will hand down the decision for the benefit of his party. The petition was taken up before a 3-bench judge presided by Priyantha Jayawardena. Attorney at law appeared on behalf of the State Minister, stated that his client is scheduled to file fundamental objections on charges. Now, a special discussion was held at Temple Trees on the Buddha Rashmi National Vesak Zone to be held in May. The Buddha Rashmi Vesak Zone is scheduled to be held on the 18th, 19th, 20th and 21st of May. The discussion was presided over by Minister of Ports and Naval Affairs and Southern Development, Sagala Ratnayake. The Buddha Rashmi Vesak Zone is organised as a concerted effort of the Prime Minister's Office and the Gangaramya of Hunupitiya. The discussion was attended by Venerable Kirinde Assajitera and key officials of the Prime Minister's Office. Now, still at home, the government's program to purchase paddy in the Vaunia district commenced today at 4 centres. The government has set aside 100 million rupees to buy paddy from the farmers in Vaunia at a certified price. The authorities have also taken measures to enhance storage facilities in the district. Accordingly, 9,000 metric tons of paddy can be stored in the facilities run by the government at present. A certified price of 41 rupees per kilogram of Samba variety and 38 rupees for Nadu variety is being paid. Agrarian centres in Pampa Madua, Madukanda, Mamadua, etc. are open for paddy purchasing. Minister Sajid Premadasa announces that the Grama Rajya concept will be implemented in 38,000 villages covering 25 districts. The minister was speaking at a function held in Ahaliagoda. The newly built Sri Vipulatissa Nahimi Gama Udagamania at Ganegoda in Ahaliagoda was vested with the public under the patronage of Minister Premadasa. It is the 170th model village constructed under the initiative. The newly built Udagamania consists of 31 housing units. More than 66 million rupees has been spent on the project. Addressing the gathering, the minister highlighted that Grama Rajya concept will be helpful to figure out burning issues of the common people. Now, in other news, Minister Ravi Karnanayake emphasizes that measures have been taken to pay compensation to the people who were displaced by the Broadland project. Minister Karnanayake stated that following the commissioning of the Broadland project, no need of purchasing electricity to the national grid from outer sources. The minister engaged in an inspection tour at the Broadland project and inquired about the displaced people due to construction. The new project adds 35 megawatts of electricity to the national grid. The minister said that compensation to the victims will be paid before the Sinhala and Tamil New Year. The access road in the area will also be constructed with the support of the CEB. Wrapping up on the local news segment today, Minister Ranjith Madhu Bandara says serious attention should be drawn on disasters in the future. Ranjith Madhu Bandara was speaking at a workshop held in Colombo. The minister highlighted that international support will be sought for disaster management initiatives. The workshop was organized to brief local governments about the action plan which has been prepared to minimize disasters. The representatives from the local government bodies were educated on measures that should be taken to mitigate consequences of climatic changes. Biz News for the day is up next.
Sri Lanka's Sports and Shipping Ministry said it will spend 929 million rupees to modernize information technology at Colombo Port to make it a smart port with many automated functions to improve efficiency. Ports, Shipping and Southern Development Minister Sagal Ratnayaka said he expects the process of IT upgrades to streamline terminal management and cargo systems to be completed in 12 to 18 months. The initiative will include using satellite-based differential global positioning systems which provide improved location accuracy to make best use of container handling equipment within port terminals and increase productivity. It will also include business intelligence tools, web portals and stimulation tools.
The benchmark all-share price index lost 3.99 points, closed at 5,822.27, while the S&P Sri Lanka 20 index gained 2.63 points, closed at 2,980.46. The turnover was 261.96 million rupees, with 22.9 million shares change in hands in 2,321 trades. The market capitalization at the end of the day was 2,721.37 billion rupees. Top 5 gainers of the day were Print Care, Office Equipment, Maravilla Resorts, Dunamis Capital and Alufab, while the top 5 losers were Blue Diamonds Non-Voting, SNB Leasing, Berwala Resorts, Renka Holdings and Eden Hotel Lanka. Today's foreign purchases were 139.12 million rupees and foreign sales were 66.85 million rupees. There were 3 crossings today and the crossing turnover was 99 million rupees.
That's all for today, but we'll be back tomorrow. Until then, you can log on to www.itnnews.lk. I'm Lahiru signing off. Have a good night.